Well, Tony, you exhausted every petrol fume available. The guys did on their feet at the end. They gave it all right to the 80th.
Yeah, exactly, mate. And you know, that's all we can ask for as a coach. I thought the boys, even though didn't go our way tonight, I thought we still had an opportunity to win at the end.
It was a key turning point at the beginning in that first half when a try was disallowed for you and they scored. That hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a try every day of the week. It was the guy who was coming from behind that pushed the guy over the chalk. It wasn't double movement from the player, and I've seen that be awarded every single time. And for us not to get that try, just frustrating.
But a very proud season, a Shield era, albeit a brief one, but a proud moment, and a lot of guys in Super 15. So you've done your job in many degrees.
Yeah, probably when I look back on it, I think we've promoted a lot of guys, and as a team, I think we're right up there, and we can beat the best teams in New Zealand now. So that's pretty pleasing. But it just, the way we lost today just hurts quite a bit.
Just shows the physicality of this campaign, though. It's very draining, such intensity in a 10-week period.
Yeah, it is, but that's footy, and the higher you go up, rugby, Super Rugby, All Blacks, it just gets worse. So as far as physicality goes, so if these boys want to play at the next level, they need to be able to adapt to what happens out here.
Great bunch of guys, though. I think they all appear to be enjoying their football and giving it everything they've got. Yeah,
I don't think you can fault one of my guys for not putting it in. I think any coach would be proud to coach this team.
We know what it was like to play here last time. We know what the conditions are going to be like, guaranteed. So it's an easy stadium to try and plan an attack around, a game plan. Yeah, as you said, it's worked out well.
How much of a morale boost was it beating Wellington, who've been so tough for all other opposition? Yeah,
it was a massive challenge for us. Our last home game of the season, and we had to owe our public a little bit after the Ranfurly Shield, and I'm pretty sure they're happy with that game that night. But for us, it was a stepping stone, and we knew that it was a big challenge. But it also gave us that confidence to be able to know that what we're doing is working well. The systems that we've got in place and the themes that we're trying to play with are nice, and the guys are comfortable with. So we just have to have that confidence leading into this game today. And although parts of the game were a bit scratchy and things weren't working as well as we had hoped, we managed to come away with a win.
We know how attacking here helps a team win a game, but I think your defence manned up today under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it was sketchy at times, especially when Otago go through a few phases or they turn the ball over and put teams out of order or out of their systems. But yeah, overall, generally pretty happy with the defence. We're still falling off a few one-on-one tackles here and there, and that's costing us. Getting on the back foot and then having to recover to get back to make more. But it's obviously something that we've worked hard on this year is our D. We've got a team full of attacking weapons out on the park. But as they say, if your D's working, then that's half the battle, and in some cases it's more.
Wasn't without some nerves. You're probably booking your flight with 10 minutes to go and suddenly look up the scoreboard, and it was mathematically possible to lose.
Yeah, it was, and I could see that right through. You sort of start to feel a little more comfortable with some points on the board, but then you sort of work it out, and it's not as rosy as it seemed. And I knew Otago would play for the 80 minutes. They're not going to lie down. No team's going to lie down in semi-finals, especially that team out there this afternoon. So yeah, I was holding my breath pretty much for the last 5 minutes, hoping and watching the clock and hoping it was going to tick down a bit quicker. But we got away with it, and Otago played some pretty good rugby, and they've been playing very good rugby all year actually. So we knew it was going to be a big challenge coming here, but I'm rapt that we've come here and taken away the win. And
just finally, a key learning from the loss to Tasman first time round.
Yeah, they've been the benchmark, as the cliche for all teams that have played them this year, and they showed even from yesterday. Southland stayed in the game for a long period, but in the end wore them out, and they're a class team. They've got players all over the park that can score tries, and their defence is good. So it's going to take a little bit to nut them out, and hopefully we can get the right sort of formula for next week.
Well, Richard, if anyone's felt the rigours of the season, it's you. Every minute of every game so far, the body must be hurting.
Yeah, it is hurting, but I can't complain really. I'd rather be out there on the field than sitting on the sideline. So it's been a good old season for minutes, but I had to make up for last year when I missed the whole season. So it's been a good year so far.
And you've played your part in some decisive moments today, no exception.
Yeah, it's been going all right. Happy with my form at the moment, so I can't complain. And as I said, I've got to make up for last year and just keep it on for one more week, and hopefully the boys can do it.
The fact you'd been down here beating Otago for the Shield, it must have been something to base this performance on?
Yeah, well, obviously we've got a bit of confidence taking the Shield off them, but they're always tough to play, and it's just joy playing under the covers and just throw the ball around. But they really took it to us, especially that final 10. So I was a bit worried there, but I think the boys really dug deep, and yeah, we'll take the win any day. And yeah, as I said, we'll prepare for Tasman on Friday.
Got quite an exciting squad when you get some good ball there, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got outsides that can cut teams open, so hopefully we give them a bit more ball and show them what they got.
The phone ringing for Super Rugby for you? It's got to be, surely.
Not as yet, so I don't really have much time left, but hopefully a wider training or something pops up somewhere.
Championship title would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I can't complain. I think we've already got one, so being demoted last year, I think we've got to get back up there, and hopefully Friday's the night.
A few more minutes, we might have pulled it off. Yeah. Could have been, yeah, it was a game that sort of got away on us a wee bit at times, particularly in that second half, but we certainly had the opportunities, but we just found it difficult to interpret some of the ruling around the breakdown, and that sort of put us back a wee bit, but yeah, ultimately at the end of the day, they got the points, enough points to take them through, and we didn't.
Well, the denied try, and then of course a turning point they score, that hurts even more.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, we're not sure what they ruled there, but I think monitoring rabbiting or something. But from the evidence, what we've seen, we didn't see that. So yeah, we could have got on a bit of a roll there, and Hawke's Bay jumped back and they got the points themselves. So. Yeah.
You look back over a season though, you won the Shield, you've got a whole bunch of guys in Super Rugby, there's been a giant leap forward.
Yeah, and it's been exciting, not only for the team but also for the province, that we were able to secure the Shield for 56-7 years and reaped a lot of enjoyment out of that, and seeing the province engage and something pretty special. But the deludes of this mob here didn't help the cause either. But yeah, there's been some really promising signs of development for a lot of young players. But within saying that, it would have been nice to having a crack at the final next weekend. But.
Well, Gareth, there's about 5 minutes to go. There's a line out on the far side. I think you're the only Otago player that was actually running to it. There wasn't much left in the leg.
Yeah, I suppose the 10 weeks started to catch up with everyone, but no excuses. You know, we put our best foot forward out there, and we just came up short.
It was hard to interpret the breakdowns from the sideline. What was it like close up?
If it was hard on the sideline, it was even harder on the field. Yeah, definitely I was scratching my head on a couple of those decisions, but I suppose that's footy, and there's one man running the game out there.
The good thing is that even in the 80th minute, there was a chance.
Yeah, exactly. There was a chance, just one drop ball, and I suppose that's what happens running rugby under that roof out there. And look, you got running rugby until the 80th minute out there. It just wasn't Otago's day. And
the crowd lifted for you, tried to get you over the line.
Yeah, exactly. But the crowd can only do so much, and that 15 players out on the field, we just ran out of juice towards the end there.
But the subs came on and kept you going and kept you pumped.
Yeah, exactly. That's their job. They always come on and try and help the 15 out that are on there. And I suppose we did well to defend for that 10 minutes when Scott Manson went off with the yellow card. So kudos to the boys for doing that. But yeah, just came up short on the day.
You've had some good loose forward combinations. It must be fun playing with the likes of TJ, even though tracking him might be difficult. But at least you know there's something always going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. He's a freak of a player. He always gets over the advantage line, and it's a real pleasure to have the team. Great around the boys. What
about the mental fatigue? Does that play a part of this time of the year?
I don't know if I entirely agree with that. Just you know, Tony Brown's good at rotating the players, and Phil Young, so they did well at what they did there, and they keep the players physically and mentally fresh.
When this loss passes by, you look back over a good personal achievement for yourself, getting yourself a super contract and looking forward to a new season.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be good to have a break for a couple of weeks and then get back into a tough that'll be my first pre-season with the Super Rugby franchise, so I'm really excited and looking forward to it, and kind of always dreamt to be involved with the Super Rugby since I was young.